Here we discussed a few tags yesterday under HTML5. Table tag we completed, UL tag list elements we completed, UL ordered list, unordered list. Mainly that ordered list, unordered list we use it in here menu bar for our application. That allowed types are here. Type is allowed here. For this we can write it here. If you don't write anything, it will show you this. If you wantedly show you, you can write it as circle, here square. Other than this, if you want to write any other styles, we can write it with the CSS. With CSS, we can write the other styles. Here list elements. How many list elements we have? Those many list elements we can write it under this. Here we can write all list elements. There's a list numbering will show you with a disk or circle or square. Other than this, any Persian numbers, Roman numbers, or any other Telugu numbers, Tamil numbers, Chinese numbers, you can show for this. For this, we have to write. If you want to write your list elements with other style, we have to use CSS for our program. If we use CSS, with that only we can execute it. Here item 1, item 2, item 3 we can display for our application. Next, after this we are going for OL tag. This OL tag type here it is. OL tag we can write. The type here it is 1, 2, 3s or capital ABCs, small ABCs. Here smaller Roman letters, capital Roman letters. These are allowed for the type of list elements. Here LI will show you like this. How many list elements we have? Those many list elements we can show for our application like this. Here this one only will show that execution of our code. Item 1, item 2, item 3 like this. We can show you all items for our application like this. Okay, here this is about the list of items we are showing for our application like this. Now let me save 6 AM. Here mainly that list element usage here to create menu bar for our application. To create menu bar for our application, we can use it here, this list element. Here next one, here list elements we use it to display that ordered list, unordered list. Main usage of this one here, we can display all items in a circle, disk, square. These all allowed. Here next after this I entered in anchor tag. Anchor tag. This anchor tag we can display for our application by a equal to href, and we can write that anchor tag for our program like this. Here this way we can write it. Here in place of this any URL you can write or any local file you can write. If you write anchor tag anything, if you click on it, it will open that anchor tag in the self tab of the browser. If you don't write any target attribute, by default anchor tag will be opened in the self tab of the browser. Here next one, it will open that anchor tag in the self tab of the browser. Here if you write target attribute here, so I'm writing here target equal to underscore blank. Underscore blank, if I use it, this particular target will open in the here target equal to underscore blank. If you write it, this target will open in the new tab of the browser. Here next one, here we can write this target attribute here. Target equal to, if you write it here, target equal to here target equal to underscore self. So by that this particular target will open in the self tab of the browser. Here only we can write target equal to underscore parent. This is the browser level parent. So what will be the parent for this particular browser? In that window it will open. Actually, if you are working with any and if you are googling anything in the browser, that particular tab where you are working, that will be our target. Here wherever you are working, that particular browser only the parent window, so it work like self. Top here, it is a top level browsing context. This is ancestor of current one, so this will work like top level means this is also work like self. Okay, here next one more anchor tag we are writing here. Target equal to ABC or XYZ, something you can write. Here, these all the way we can write our anchor tags for our application. For our program, we are writing here anchor tag like this. In this anchor tag only, we are going to add all HTML code like this. All HTML code, we can write it for our program like this. Here, next one, for this anchor tag, if we write frame set, actually frame set and frame tag is outdated. Nowadays, we are not using frame set and frame tag. But we can use that frame set tag and the frame tag. We use it to write content for our application. Here you can use this particular frame set and the frame tag. We are developing only to display, only to find the output difference of anchor tag target attributes. Anchor tag target attributes, how it works. So for that only we are using this. Here we are using this particular anchor tag, frame set and the frame tag. We are learning frame set and the frame tag, that it is works only for the anchor tag. But generally nowadays in real time there is no use with the frame set and the frame tag. Okay, and two students, Sindhu and Hassan, you can talk with the DURGASOFT organizer and try to get tomorrow link. Mostly link will work. This link is not expiring. Yeah, second means it is tomorrow only. First is today. Yeah, tomorrow this link will work. So tomorrow you can join, and who are already attended my previous classes, they no need to join. Only two students, Sindhu and Hassan, you can join tomorrow for the backup session. Backup session on the HTML4 you can continue tomorrow. Okay, today you can listen. If you understand, it will be well and good. If you not understand anything, I'll cover tomorrow in at 6:15. I'll start my session. 7:15, 7:20, little bit more time. I'll set Saturday anyway, so I'll set a little bit more time on this Saturday session for the class. Okay, so this way I'll continue my class. Here block elements, inline elements. After this, here anchor tag I explained. Here now frame set dot HTML. Frame set is one tag. Here doc type HTML head and body tag. Okay, head and body tag. So doc type HTML head and body tag. Doc type, here it is document type of HTML. Here doc type means here document type of HTML. Here head and body we use it here for writing our script. Here script we can write it here type equal to text slash CSS. Here JavaScript we use it for writing JavaScript code. Language equal to JavaScript. Generally we'll write our JavaScript code like this. Okay, here only we can write style tag. We use it here to write CSS code. Next, under this body tag, here under this body tag, we can write it here. See, without any body tag, generally we'll write it here, frame set. Frame set, if you want to work out, we should not write body tag. So how this frame set works, I'll show you. Here, if you want to display one frame here, yes, any doubt? Hassan, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Here, you can divide your single window into two windows by using frame set. Here, you can divide your one window. So for this, we write frame set rows. So that percentage, 50%, 50% or a 45%, and here 45% and 55%. Anyway, you can write it. Here 45 and 55, any equal or unequal, any percentage of the frame set you can use. So because of this frame set, you can divide your window into two windows like this. Two windows you can show to the user like this. Within this, we can use it here, frame, SRC, we use it here to display that. In two different windows, I'm able to show two different applications. If you work out with any local file, it will work. Here 1.html, 2.html, if you show, then it work. But if you want to show any URLs here, URLs it don't allow. Here, suppose if you write google.com here, if you write it here, google.com or any other URLs, if you write it, it will give you error for us. So here we are working out with the frame set. Within one frame, you can show you two different applications. Without a body tag, we have to write this frame set. Under this frame set, you can write it. One is 1.html, another one is here google.com. So with this, you can display your program like this. Here, one is 1.html, another one google.com. With that, we can execute our program. So in this time, so we are using here frame set, and within one frame you can divide into multiple frames. So that will be either columns or rows. Okay, here either columns or rows, we can use it to display this type of output. You can divide one single frame into multiple windows, either in the columns or in the rows. Either in the columns or in the rows, you can divide one frame into multiple frames.
Madam,
Okay.
here one is HTML and another can be it's just a URL, right? Okay, so
Yes.
what are the other combinations we can have along with this, madam? The HTML.
Only two. Either you can show you one local file of HTML or any URL. Any two you can write. So either you can do it either in the rows or in the columns.
Okay. No, what I'm actually saying is, like, can I have two HTMLs in one page, like 45-55%, one dot HTML to
any number of columns you can divide, any number of applications also you can use.
Okay.
I can divide into rows into 3 parts or 2 parts or 5 parts or 7 parts. Any number of HTML files you can show. But URL it won't allow. Why? Because half Gmail, half Facebook, half Twitter, if you show, we cannot maintain cookies. We cannot track the user. And within one frame, one window, one tab, if you show all these windows, security reason it is not possible. So that's why we'll work out with this frame set will work out with only local files. So no real usage for this frame set, just to understand anchor tag target attribute sake I'm explaining. Okay. Yeah. Here we are writing here frame set. Under this frame set, here frame set, if you want to divide into 3 columns, we'll write it here columns, 2 columns or 3 columns. Anyway, you can write here 33%, 33%, 33%. Like this, you can write your frame set. So here in this frame set, How many frames we want it, how many columns we have, those many frames we can write. Frame SRC will write it here, our 1.html. Here you can write it here, frame SRC. We can write it here, 2.html. Here only we can write it here, frame SRC. We can write it here, 3.html. Like this, we can show for our program like this. So we are using here frame set. With that frame set only, we are going to develop our application like this. Here half page it is showing here 1.html, one page it is showing here 2.html. This will be the 3.html. This way only we can execute our program. Okay, so here this is the way we can execute our output. We are learning about the frame set. Here now I'm going to write that frame set program now. Here frame set, either columns or rows or both also you can write. So I'm writing here columns. Here if you want you can write it percentage or you can write star comma star. Star comma star means equal percentage you can show to the user. Here frame SRC I can show you one our program. So we have anchor tag program 1, another frame here, frame SRC will show you here list.html. So 2 local files I'm writing as of now. Now run this program. Here run it with live server. You can execute this program with a live server. See, half page it is showing anchor tag program, half page it is showing here ordered list elements. Suppose in place of list element, if I use it here google.com, http://www.google.com. So because of this, here google.com, see, refused to connect. Google refused to connect. Why? Because of security reason, any URLs we cannot display, but normally you can divide in your frame into 2 frames. You can display your output like this. This is about the frame set. Okay, here this is about the frame set, anchor tag program and the frame set program. 2 programs you can display like this. Next here, here anchor tag program and the frame set program you can display for our application like this. Here suppose if you want 3 frames, you can write one more star. Here only you can write one more file. List.html. Here one more file we are writing. One more file we are writing and that application will come like this. One is anchor, one is ordered list, another one refuse to connect. So if you don't want to use any URL, you can use any local file here in our program. marku.html, if you use it, you can display marku.html like this. This is 3 columns information. Here in place of this, if you write here rows, here if you write here rows, that same content you can display it in the rows. See, you can scroll and you can read your information like this. This is what rows information.
Madam,
Here,
since they are in the same folder, that's the reason we are able to access these HTMLs, or any folder, if we give the link, we will be able to do that.
No, only current folder, current location. If you have any file, you can use. So only within the workspace it works. Within the workspace.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Here, if you do it here, so I want to do 4 columns here. So I can write it here 4 columns or 4 rows. I can display like this. Here rows 4. By that 4 rows of information it will show. Anchor tag program, unordered list program, marku tag program, table tag program. 4 columns, 4 rows I can show you like this. I can read that information. Suppose if you want to write columns as well as rows. So calls 2 comma star, rows star comma star. See here, now for 2 columns, 2 rows. 4 windows will show you like this. This is our anchor tag program on unordered list program. This is marquee tag program. This is cell spacing program. So this way, all items will show you like this. Anchor tag program, unordered list program, marquee tag program, cell spacing program. These all will show you like this. This way only we can execute our output. This is the way of execution of our program by our application like this. Okay, here anchor tag program, unordered list program, marquee tag program, and a table tag program will show you like this. Here, this way only we can execute our output for our application. Here we are using here columns and rows like this. Here now observe this anchor tag output. I'll click on this without any target attribute, just I'll click here. See, this Google connection is refused to connect. We are getting like this. Here refresh. So once you click here, see this is self. By default one is self. That window is opening only within the frame, within that particular frame. Here blank, it will open in the new tab of the browser. Here self, see it works within the same window only it will work. Self window. Parent, see it will work for the parent window. So parent window means it is occupying entire window of my application. Observe the difference of anchor tag here, how this anchor tag is working out, check it. Here self, it is working only within the self window. Here parent, it will work for entire window of my program. Here top, it works for top level browsing context. It is also occupying entire window of my program. XYZ, see here, I'll give you XYZ for one of the frame. Suppose marquee tag program I have. So for this name XYZ. Name of that frame set will be XYZ. I'm writing name of the frame is XYZ. So now if you check it here, see, if you click on this XYZ, it will open the target here in that particular window. Observe one more time where that all window anchor tags are displaying. Here default anchor tag is opening in the self window of our frame set. Self frame set. Here blank, it is opening in the new tab of my browser. New tab. It is going to the new tab and displaying that frame set program. Next self, it is working only within the self window of my application. It works only within self window. Here parent, it is occupying entire window. It is not within the frame. It is occupying within the tab only, but entire window is occupied by this. Here it will be like this. Here top, see when you click on this top, see it is occupying entire window, it will be like this. Here top, it is occupying entire window. XYZ, it is occupying here in this XYZ, where whichever the frame set name is XYZ, in that frame only it is opening that output. This way we can execute our program of our application. Our application we can able to display for our program like this. Here this way only we'll execute our output. We are learning about the frame set. Within the frame set only I'm able to write my program like this. Okay, here once you click on this Google within the window, self window, here blank opening in the new tab of the browser, parent self only within the window. Here parent, it is occupying entire window of my program. Top, it is also occupying entire window of my program. XYZ, here it is opening that Google in the XYZ frame set. Whichever the frame set name is XYZ, in that only it is opening. Here, this way we can work out with the anchor tag frame set program. Anchor tag and the frame set program works like this. Here, next one here, how to work with the anchor tag and the frame set program, you can check it like this. This is the way of execution of our anchor tag program. Next, here anchor tag and the frame set program, we can work out like this. Here, this way only we'll write it here, anchor tag as well as frame set application. Here, first we'll go with the anchor tag where we are using in the real time. See, if you check any university site or a school site, here are we using this anchor tags or not? Every menu bar is an anchor tag. See, it is showing here all menu bars like this. Here, these all UL tag. These all menu bars all are by UL tag. Under this, you can find it sub-menus for our application. Main menu followed by sub-menu, it will show like this. Here, this main menu and sub-menu, this is all by UL tag. Nested UL tag will use it to create this type of output. When you right click inspect element here, so we'll apply CSS code for this. See anchor tag. See anchor tag program will show you like this. Here we are using here anchor tag program. That anchor tag program will show you like this. Here this is my anchor tag program. I'm able to display like this. Here next, this is totally UL tag. See anchor tag and UL tag, we are writing like this. So if you change your screen size here, I'm changing my screen size. See, automatically it is converted like this. Here, that menu bar, it is showing like this. This is our list element. Here, now if you click on it, you can see your list element like this. Okay, see, properties of CSS are changing here. If you click on it, if you click one more time, you can see that menu bar will be like this. Again, it is a UL tag. Observe only the code. Here, if you click here, the CSS properties are changing. It is displaying that main menu and sub menu for our application. Okay, main menu, sub menu for our application like this. Here, for bigger screen, change the screen size here. See, menu bar will be like this. Here, if you change your screen size, according to the screen size, we are displaying our output like this. So we are able to display our output for our application like this. This is by our anchor tag, and anchor tag application will show you like this. Here anchor tag and the anchor tag program will show you for our application like this. UL tag and anchor tag, both we are displaying for our program like this. Anchor tag and here anchor, we are using here anchor tag as well as UL tag, how to use it in this menu bar we understood. Next, here we are going for the next here. This anchor tag and UL tag we observed here. Next we have to go for slideshow of images. Here next image will show you for our program. See, all next images we can show for our program like this. Here, this way if you write it all next images. So for that, here we are using here all next images for our application like this. Okay, this way only will execute our application like this. Here, this slideshow of images, all are list of image tags only. But here, one after another, how this images display. If you click on next button or automatically how this slideshow of images is displaying, just you can check it here. That is by here section and articles we are using here. Within the section, you can use it here. Slider. Here slider wrapper. Here and then these all columns. Here under the slider wrapper, here SK slider, Here SK sliders. Here UL tag again they are using here. Here all list elements we are showing here. Under this all images we are showing. But nowadays we are not using UL tag to display this type of menu bar. Menu bar creation we can display for our program. Menu bar creation we can create it for our program by writing a div tag. Within the div tag we'll write multiple images. Those multiple images we can display for our program. So we can write it here multiple images for our application. How many images you are writing here? For all those images we are displaying our output like this. Here this slideshow, either you can write JavaScript code for this, how much time gap one image to another image, how to display all list of images. Within the div tag we'll write multiple images, image tag only. But how it will display after another image, that code you can write it with a JavaScript animation or a jQuery slideshow. jQuery slideshow will use it to display this type of slideshow of images. So in the first top line, if you check it here, this logo and this logo, these two are by here images, just only images. Alignment, side by side alignment of these two images, it is possible by CSS. Because of CSS, we can show you these two images side by side, we can display for our program. Okay, here side by side images we can show for our program by slideshow. So this slideshow will use it here, alignment side by side, it is a column structure. That column structure, how to use it, I'll explain to you in the here column structure, how to use it, we'll learn it in the JavaScript slideshow or a jQuery slideshow. Next we have to go for here. We are able to here after this slideshow, you can check it here, column structure. See, this is one image and some information. Here only you can find it, one more image, some information, one more image, some information. Here all images are in single column. This is tabbed pan. Tabbed pan here again it is UL tag. UL tag will be connected with a div tag. This proper alignment is by CSS. This proper alignment is by CSS. Here we are using here UL tag. See, once you click on it here, updated informations we are able to see with this tabbed pan. These all list elements of tabs are by UL tag, and whichever the content it is showing here, this is by our paragraph or a div tag content. Okay, that will learn it here UL tag with anchor tag, UL tag with a paragraph that you will understand and with along with the CSS. See here, it is showing two columns of images and information. First column, second column. Now change the screen size. See, here, if you change your screen size here, that output will come like this. Here, this is our slideshow of image. Next, it is showing here first column, second column, third column, three column of information we are showing here. See, after that, I am showing here tabbed pan. That tabbed pan will show you like this. Here, all tabbed pans will show you like this. All tabbed pan information we can show to the user by tabbed pan. So this will be like this. Here, next one here, all four column of information. First column, second column, third column, fourth column. This four column of information we can show to the user by here column structure that will learn it under CSS. Here do gallery of information. This is also two column structure. We'll use it by CSS and HTML only. If you click on it, it will go top. That is also by HTML. You will give target, anchor tag, with the top level homepage. Top level homepage of the URL that we'll give some name for this, for the top level. That name will give it for that last arrow. So with that, we can display our output. All list of images will gather. After that, see, yesterday we discussed marquee tag within the alternate behavior. Alternate behavior of the marquee tag. See here, within that screen only this content is scrolling. See, this content, if you check it, here it is going inside but coming back. Somewhere in the screen, that width is over. Within the width only, it is showing that output like this. Here, this is one simple website. From this home page, you can easily understand what all the tags we are using here to develop our application. Okay. Here, most of them are UL tag and images and anchor tags. Okay. Div tag is mainly for division of the web page. As of now, in our HTML, I'm not going to cover div tag. Div tag will cover with the div tag. I'm going to cover with CSS. Whenever I explain CSS topic, that time only I'll explain to you how to use div tag application. Mainly column structure of any web page, we can do it by div tag. Column structure for any web page, we generally use it div tag. Div tag, whenever we use it, that application, how it will display, that you can understand. Okay, here whenever by div tag, so that time only you will understand how to display our div tag with our program. Okay, here within that window only we are able to show our output. Here this way all tabbed pans we can show. This way only we'll write it here, all list elements, all column structure. See, right click and inspect element. Observe this 4 columns how it is displayed. Here 4 columns how it is displaying, check it. Here div tag. That 4 column of information, here this 2 column, now it is 2 column. Here, so first column, second column, third column, these all by div tags. See here, call XS1 extra small, XS12, XS12. See, like this we are able to display. What is this XS? Extra small. What is this extra small? Check it. Here this is extra small screen, extra small screen, extra small, extra small. So here if you open it, here for this, first of all, what is this extra small? Here if you open this, just open this program. See, call extra small 5, it is showing for us. Here call extra small 6, see extra small 12 from bootstrap min.css. SCSS. So from bootstrap program only you will understand this extra small content how we can display. How to display this extra small content for our application, that you will understand under bootstrap. So bootstrap is a ready-made architecture. It's a framework. It's a framework of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. With that you can use this particular one in column structure or any type of CSS. Without writing CSS code, you can show you this output by bootstrap, that you will learn it under bootstrap. Here next one, if you go down here, gallery information, first column, second column, this 2 column of information we can show to the user. Here 2 column of information, so first column, second column. These 2 columns of information we can show to the user by gallery. Gallery information we can show to the user. Next one here, we can able to show gallery information for our program like this. Next one here, how to display bottom footer. See, if you right click, inspect element here. So something code we are writing here, some I code. This is font awesome. From font awesome, you can show you this type of up arrow, down arrow, or a mobile icon. or a profile window icon. These all will write it with this. Here, once you click on it, see, just once you click on it, you can see that information here, that anchor tag here, hash. Hash means once you click it, you will redirect to that hash. Hash means homepage. So that's why wherever you write hash, it will scroll up to the homepage for our application like this. This way only we'll write our code. Okay, so today we are continuing continued our few of the tags and few of the tags real usage we discussed. In tomorrow's session is only for the backup session for Hassan and Sindhu, or who want a backup session of HTML4, they can join. Monday onwards, little bit change. Sharp 6 only I'll start my session. 6:45 I'll end your session. I have to go some other place. So that's why I'll start your session at sharp 6 and end your session by 6:45 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday sessions. Or if I have any issue, I'll let you know in the mail. Okay, so sharp 6 o'clock only I'll start my session from Monday. 6:45 I'll continue, and remaining tags of HTML4 are input elements and the form tag and meta tag. Meta tag, input element, form tag. These all are the next coming days we are going to see that content. Here up to now we discussed here how to write anchor tag, frame set. These all we discussed. So in the coming days, here in the coming days we'll see here how to display our application with the input elements, how to create our application form with the input element, application with the submit button, that is by form tag. After that we'll check it meta tag, what will be the meta tag output, you will understand. After that we'll move on to the CSS2. CSS2 will take 1 week to 10 days time. After that we'll move to the JavaScript. JavaScript will take 20 hours duration for JavaScript. After 20 hours duration of JavaScript, we'll back to HTML5. HTML5 1 or 2 days, CSS3 1 day, then jQuery, Ajax, responsive design, lessons as Bootstrap. These all will continue for the remaining days of our course. So this is our plan, our wise plan for our course. Okay. If you understand the session, it will be okay. Who are not attended previously, so previous attended students, they can able to follow. Who are not attended previously, for them I'll take tomorrow backup session. Remaining students, if you want any backup, then join in that session. Monday onwards, sharp 6 o'clock I'll start. 6:45 for 3-4 days, only for 3-4 days. I'll end your session by 6:45. So that is my plan for the next coming days. So we'll, after completion of HTML4, we'll enter into CSS2. After CSS2, we'll enter in JavaScript. After JavaScript, we'll enter in HTML5, CSS3. After that only, we'll move on to the jQuery, Ajax, responsive design, lessons as remaining all topics. This is my plan for the next coming days. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any doubt, you can ask, please. Any doubts?
So for the tomorrow demo session, which is the link for the tomorrow?
Same link, same link.
Same link, okay.
Same link, today's link.
Okay.
Ma'am, is it a fast track batch, ma'am, this one? Or
No, it is not general batch, but you not attended previously, right? So that's why you are feeling this is fast.
okay, tomorrow we will.
Tomorrow you can see that backup session. It is not a fast track batch. Slowly, once I start first program, second program, third program, you will understand. So accordingly, I'll teach.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow at 6:10. I'll start my session. 7:10, 7:20. I'll continue on the backup session. Thank you.